I think China is very scary. I think giving them access, as AI gets better, giving them access to 100 million of our people over TikTok is insane. And, this is not a ban we're talking about. This is talking about not letting CCP own this. It's not allowed to own the New York Times. It's not allowed, to own, Rupert Murdoch has to become a U.S. citizen.
CCP doesn't own the New York Times now? They come up with all that stuff on their own?
I'm not a huge fan there. but I think this is just how the world works. You can't give your adversary. I think you have a crazy dictator in charge there.
This, I think, is pretty important because we get wrapped up in the stuff where we're shooting at ourselves with these things. That's very different when you're talking about the CCP or you're talking about Putin. Those are actual threats to our democracy. But when you have 100 million Americans or 170 million Americans saying, I want my MTV, I want my TikTok, what happens? Because I see this slowing down in the Senate already. And senators saying, yeah, we're glad that the House voted for it, but we're not going to do that. What happens? How does this play out?
I think there are some concerns by putting out, like David Sachs, Elon Musk, others on the right are saying we want to make sure this is not giving the president the power to go after any platform they want. And, my reading of the bill is actually that CFIUS powers are already a superset of these things for that. Sure. And so I actually don't think this bill creates that, but I think they should be very clear the bill does not create extra power for someone to go after Elon Musk or to go after, frankly, Meta. But they need to go after CCP and TikTok and fix it. And I think it's your duty as an American, and it's really important they do this.
You think the senators will withstand that, though? We talked about how some House members were getting 20 calls a minute when TikTok put up to say, contact your representative to say you want to keep us.
And that's why they responded 50-0 against TikTok, because they saw how powerful that was for the CCP. I think any senator that's pro-America and that's doing their duty is gonna fix this, and is gonna take TikTok away from the CCP.